They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Ball start, offense.
He'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got quick. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now back to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to grade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee. Getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Let's go! Green 39!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll set up a throw. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Trey Mason. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. So 1:55 to go in the 1st half. Back to... And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Austin's got it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the in route. Complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And he is enjoying another fine performance just like a week ago. I mean, let's be honest. When he's playing like this, it creates a lot of matchup nightmares.
And it really does, because it creates a ton of headaches. You tried to design so many coverage for a guy.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. It's their... field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Mason, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. The field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now back to throw. He's got quick. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a third down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Benny Cunningham. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week, and what I'm seeing is the rest of his team start to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up. Now they run. It's Mason. And the whole and now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D has an extra defensive back here on a very important third down.
Definite pass here.
Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. It's their quarterback. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for...